proper time daily is extremely important to be able to actually execute on what it is you know you need to do. Success is all done by daily progress. If you do something every single day, eventually you'll master it, and once you master it, you'll become ultra successful. One big question to ask you: why are you doing this? Are you going to be successful? Are you going to change the lives around you? How important is it for you to become your best version of you? How amazing will it be once you achieve that? How amazing will it be when you don't have to worry about money because you did what you had to do today? How amazing would it be when you could provide your family with the life of your dreams, all because you did what you had to do today? 3 simple steps you need to take. You need to first audit your time. Secondly, you need to block your time. And then thirdly, you need to execute on your time. And one of those steps you only do once. Here's what you want to do. You want to first audit your time. You want to see, okay, well, lay out what your day looks like. Get very, very granular with it. I mean, I'm talking about lay out exactly what you do every single hour on the hour. Once you audited your time, the next thing you want to do is you want to block out your time. Well, now you figured out, okay, between 3 and 5 p.m., I'm going to block that time out for my business. No one is going to distract me between 3 and 5 p.m. because I am busy doing my business. Otherwise, you're going to keep utilizing that same excuse, which is I don't have any time, I don't have any time, I don't have any time. But you know it's not true because you just audited your time and you found time to actually be able to push your business forward. So it's important that you block out the time. So step number 3, execute. That's when the time comes up. Execute. You don't got the time to waste. Execute. Your family cannot live off of excuses. Don't make excuses. Execute. The next thing is celebrate. Celebrate however you want to celebrate. Scream at the top of your lungs like, yes, I did it. I did it. I pushed my life forward. I pushed my family's life forward. I pushed my business forward. Celebrating. Although it seems like a few little tasks, but those are the tasks that are going to literally put you where you want to be in the future. There is nothing else you're doing the entire day that's going to do that, which is the reason why you need to make a change in the first place. So celebrate the fact that you did. Give yourself a huge pat on the back. Here's the one key that's going to tie all this together. Before you actually set your tasks for yourself, each week, you're going to take out 1 hour and focus. Focus on what you know you need to do for the next week. Focus on what you know you need to do to push your business forward. Focus on what you know you need to do to make a difference in your life and your future. This is absolutely key. This is absolutely how you take everything I'm sharing with you to the next level and live a life of intent. And that's going to be a life where you are in control. Right now, just finishing up some last touches here, and we're gonna get live with today's content. Get ready for that. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. I'm Luke Madeus. Don't reinvent the wheel. The wheel has already been invented. In business, we don't. All right. Who is ready to rock and roll? I hope that you're ready to rock and roll. All right, welcome back to another episode of School of Wholesaling, everybody. I am Luke Madeus. Welcome back. If you're watching right now, you're probably watching live on YouTube. We are recording this podcast episode live right now. You may even be watching this from our free, open to everybody public group on Facebook, School of Wholesaling Real Estate Club. Okay, I'm going to be having a lot more of these episodes that I normally would record as an audio, as a video, and I want to be sharing this content on YouTube as well as inside of the Real Estate Club. So if you're not a part of the Real Estate Club, definitely join the Real Estate Club, y'all. It's absolutely free. You can find it on Facebook. It's simple. School of Wholesaling, a Real Estate Club. All right. So listen, I am excited to be making this episode for you today. All right, because I've been doing a series over the past couple weeks, and it's the 10 things that all new investors have questions about. Most new investors have these same 10 questions,
And what I'm doing is I'm answering the biggest concerns and questions that new investors have about real estate investing. And I'm giving you the answers so that way you can get answers to these questions if you have them, of course. And most importantly, so that way you are educated on real estate investing so you can do as much as you can for yourself, right, as a real estate investor, and be successful as much as you can as a real estate investor because you have the right information, all right? So I'm very excited to dive into the material today. Before I do, I want to go ahead and share. Today is Sunday. I'm recording this on a Sunday, right? November 26th, Sunday. And tomorrow is officially the start of our Close Your Deal Challenge, y'all. My next CYDC, I believe this is number 4 now. This one here is getting started. Is getting started tomorrow. All right. So if you haven't yet got a ticket, if you haven't yet registered, you still got time. Registration ends tonight. All right. So if you've been straddling your feet, if you've been dragging along, like, registration is going to end tonight. Literally, once tomorrow rolls around, the doors are going to be closed and you will not be able to purchase a ticket. So make sure that you register if you want to get into the Close Your Deal Challenge. If you want to do that, it's very simple. All you do is go to SOWcontent.com, all right, and you'll click on the 5-day workshop, and then you can register for your spot, all right? We got general admission and VIP, all right? And so definitely pick the best one for you and get in the room. We're going to dive through every single step of the process of starting and growing your real estate investing business. But most importantly, really just having the principles down so you can make money, all right? And so make sure that you get into the room. This is for everybody. If you're a new investor, this is for you. If you are an investor that may have done a couple deals, but you're not seeing consistency in your business, this is for you. Or if you're just looking to scale, maybe you've got something going, it's going good, but you just don't know how to scale. This is for you. All right. I cover all the principles of the business. Okay. So that way you are able to take those principles and make it work in your business and make sure that you got everything organized, everything in line, and most importantly, that you are doing the business effectively so you can grow, make money, and scale. All right, so we're gonna be starting that tomorrow. If you're not registered yet and you want to register, run right now. All right, like right now, as I'm on this live with you, I'm telling you, like, open up a web browser to the side and register right away. How was everybody's Thanksgiving? I hope that you had a fantastic Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was a few days ago. By the way, our Black Friday sales are still happening. Once Monday comes around, Monday midnight, everything goes away. Right now, we have 90% off. Okay, I'm offering 90% off on everything that I have available on my brand new online store, which just launched on Black Friday. We just launched a store on Black Friday. All of the courses I have available, services I have available, books, my mastermind album, my music album. You were listening to one of the songs on the music album before the show started today, right? In the very beginning of this live, you heard one of the songs from the album. So you can get access to all of this through the online store, okay? Right now, it's 90% off the entire store. No matter what you buy, it is 90% off, all right? And this is only until Cyber Monday. Once midnight hits, once Tuesday's here, it's gone. Everything is going to regular prices, and I may not do a sale that crazy. And again, I'll be honest, I may not ever do it again. Okay, so make sure if you want to take advantage of these sales, get in there right now. You can literally get my $47 ebook on how to close your first transaction, my 4-step deal closing system. Okay, it accelerates your success for only $4, y'all. Amazing deal. Okay, so make sure that you run to the online store. You can get there by going to SOWcontent.com and then clicking on the online store, and then you can purchase whichever products or services that you need. Okay, so listen, I'm super excited. Who's pumped up? Who is ready to make a lot of money investing in real estate? Who's ready to become a successful real estate investor, one that makes profit? Okay, one that makes profit. And a part of making sure you make a profit when it comes to real estate investing is ensuring that you know how to find the right types of opportunities, and then 2, ensuring that you know how to evaluate these deals, okay? In real estate, okay, especially when we're talking about flipping houses, you win when you buy. Even in rentals, you win when you buy, which means that we have to get good at all of the steps that need to take place before we actually own the real estate. The minute that you buy the real estate, whatever deal you bought is what you got. And so today I want to talk about how you can find and evaluate potential real estate deals. Okay, I'm gonna run through this very briefly. Okay, I'm gonna take what is complex and make it simple for you today on this episode. But if you want to get into the nitty gritty, y'all, we go through this in detail inside of the 5-day workshop, the Close Your Deal Challenge. So if you really want to get the nitty gritty, you really want to get the ins and outs, all the calculations and all that great stuff, then you show up, register right now. And by the way, you get handbooks, guys. I give everybody handbooks for each day. All right. So everything's printed out for you to keep, including all of the math that you'll need to know when evaluating your deals. Okay. It's literally a cheat sheet. The Close Your Deal Challenge is a cheat sheet for success for new and aspiring real estate investors, okay, who want to grow as an investor. And so, again, the most important thing you can do as an investor is make sure that you are evaluating your deals right, that you're making sure that you're getting the right price for the home. So let's talk about this, because this is actually a two-part question. The first part is how to find deals. The second part is how to evaluate them. So again, I'm gonna go through this briefly. So how to find deals. Now, during the Close Your Deal Challenge, I take everyone through, in day 3, we go through the marketing stage, how to go out there and hunt for properties, right? The art of hunting for deals. And there's a 4-step sales process that I teach, okay? A 4-step sales process. It is the same no matter what your business looks like, no matter what tools you're using, no matter whether or not you got VAs or not. If you're doing it by yourself, it doesn't matter. These are going to be the same 4 steps you'll take every single time you want to close a deal. This is a 4-step sales process. Okay, it's called ODOF, ADOF, outreach, discovery, offer, fulfillment. Outreach, discovery, offer, fulfillment. Okay, so how do we find great real estate deals? That's all a part of the O in ODOF. That's all a part of outreach. Now, there's 2 parts of this. When you're doing outreach, there is 2 parts of outreach. This is important for you to understand. 2 parts of outreach. The first part of outreach, okay, is having a target. That's your first part. Who are you? Who are you serving? Who are you going after? Who's your target? The second part, a second part of outreach is the actual communication. How are you reaching out to them? That's how you find great deals. It's simply by knowing who to go after and then going after them. It is really simple, y'all. It is really simple. Honestly, I feel like we're living in an era right now where there's just too much information that most people who are not seeing success in this business are not seeing success because they're overcomplicating something that is super simple. But I don't blame you. If that's you, listen, I ain't mad at you. I don't blame you. Society has developed that way of thinking. Because guess what? YouTube has a plethora of information. Okay? And I'm one of those people who's sharing information online. But one of the things that I make sure I share with every single person that I talk to is the value and importance of making sure you get laser focused on one proven to work strategy and then work it till it works for you. If it's proven to work, then it works. If it's proven to work and it doesn't work, then you just don't work. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Okay, I'm gonna keep it 100% with you. If it's proven to work and it doesn't work, you're not working. Okay, and if you're putting in the work into a system and a method that's proven to work, it will work for you over time. So with that said, there's only 2 parts to this. It's very simple. Who am I targeting? Okay, and how am I reaching out to them? You master these 2 things, and there's a bunch of ways to do this, which is why it gets complicated. Because most new people don't understand it's really as simple as just picking one or maybe a couple targets and then picking one or maybe a couple ways to go after them, and just do that over and over and over until you succeed. Just recently, actually on Black Friday, I recorded a podcast interview with a student of mine who have just recently seen success. He closed a $15,000 deal, y'all, and his process was simple. You can go on my YouTube channel, you can watch it. I believe it's titled "Full-Time Trucker Makes $15,000 Wholesaling Real Estate," something along those lines. Watch the video. It's actually very informative how he did it. Okay, and he did it all with the information that I provide. Okay, he was able to get the deal all with the information I provided, and I helped him close that deal. Okay, and so it was very simple what he did, y'all. He just had a target, and he was cold calling, and he was busy. He's a full-time truck driver. So what did he do? He hired a VA to cold call for him. And it was that VA's job to go through his list of targets and then send him the ones that were good. And he would take it from there. Very simple process, y'all. Very, very simple process. And so how do I find really great investment deals? Well, what is your target? That's what I'm going to ask you. What is your target? Now, there's another step right before that. We actually covered this on day 2 of the Close Your Deal Challenge. On day 2 of the workshop, okay, we talk about how to develop what I call the deal maker's edge. A part of having a deal maker's edge is knowing where you need to be focusing your energy on finding property, especially if you're going to be wholesaling real estate. And honestly, you may want to follow the same model even if you're investing for yourself, because what good is it for you to buy an investment property in an area where there's no demand for it? Does you no good. What good is it to have a rental property in an area where nobody wants to rent? What good is it to have a property you're going to flip in an area where nobody wants to buy new houses? It just doesn't make any sense. That's actually how you lose money, y'all. Okay? I am all about one thing, and that's making profit. Making sure that we don't lose money. The investors I work with in our investment firm who trust me in making sure that their investments are profitable, trust me because I am going to make sure that before we put any property under title, that from the beginning, it is going to be a profitable investment. Okay? I actually did a live, I analyzed the deal live, y'all, on YouTube. On YouTube last week, I did this last week live on YouTube. I went on my board. I put a whole bunch of numbers up right on the board you see behind me here, and I went to town evaluating this deal. It's literally an hour and a half long. You can watch it. Go on my YouTube channel, watch it right now. Well, not right now. You know, finish listening to this and watching this video. But if you got some spare time later, watch it. You will literally learn a ton. Honestly, you will learn so much out of that. You're gonna be like, oh my God, Luke, how can I work with you? You're going to be like, oh my God, I feel like, you know what? Honestly, I feel like I got this down. I feel like I can evaluate properties now. I feel like I am ready to go get my first deal. I'm ready to go get my first investment property because I am confident I know how to evaluate deals. You got to watch that YouTube video. And you know what? It took me about an hour and a half, but that's usually about how much time. Well, it takes me shorter. When I'm evaluating a deal off camera and I'm just in my zone, it takes me about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour to evaluate a property. Because I'm going through an entire underwriting process. So when it comes to evaluating potential real estate deals, there's a couple of things. Obviously, the first thing is the numbers, right? That's the obvious thing. And when it comes to wholesaling, come on, this is not rocket science. ARV times 70% minus repairs minus minus your sign fee is your MAID bill, maximum allowable offer. That's what we all hear. But that's not the way I teach, y'all. I don't teach like that, okay? It's a great way if you're just getting started. You don't want to have to do a lot of thinking, and you just want to get in there and just start giving out offers. That works. It does. It really does. Okay, it worked for me when I got started. However, through experience, I've learned that there are better ways to evaluate deals. And when you evaluate deals in this better manner and fashion, what you end up doing is you actually end up making more money per deal if you wholesale it because your numbers are more accurate. You're not leaving so much meat on the table for your investor, so you're increasing your assignment fees when you know how to do this right. Just by knowing how to evaluate properties right, you can increase your assignment fees just by that alone. And so this is why it's so important. This is exactly why I am doing this challenge over and over again. This is exactly why I've been hosting workshops all year. It's because I know that when you know how to do this business the right way, how to evaluate properties the right way, how to find great deals the right way, and you implement that information into your life and into your business, you're going to be getting profitable real estate investment deals. You're not going to be questioning whether or not you're going to make money. You're going to know you're going to make money. That's a huge difference. You can have certainty behind your business. Okay? And honestly, I want to JV with you. I want to partner with you. Yeah, I want to partner with you. Okay? When you join the workshop, or if you just have a deal right now, send it over to me. But definitely when you join the workshop, you get exclusive access to our JV partnership program, where essentially we literally hand you a list of places that we're literally closing deals in all over the country. And if you want to do the business virtually, you just pick one, hop into it, and you're good to go. And we start JVing deals there. Or if you have a deal yourself in your backyard that you want to JV, guess what? I know that you were trained by me, so I will give you this special access to us so that when you come across opportunities, you don't even have to have the property under contract. You just got to reach out to me and say, hey, Luke, I got this deal right here. I don't know what to do with it, man. Let's close this deal together. What should I do? And I will literally guide you through the process. Okay? Free coaching, y'all. Free coaching. All right? But you've got to get trained up and educated first, because the last thing that you want to do and I want to do, all right, because my time is valuable, your time is valuable, is to be spending time looking at a deal that's not a deal. Spending time working on a deal with the homeowner that is not motivated. That is why it's so important to get properly educated and have the proper systems in place before you get out here and start spending money, time, energy on things that aren't getting you anywhere. Okay, so come to the challenge, y'all. Evaluating deals is something that I really enjoy doing, because honestly, I don't want to lose money, y'all. I'll be honest. If there's anything that I'm a chicken about, it's definitely losing money, right? I don't want to lose money on any real estate deal. I haven't, thank God, and I don't want to start, okay? But the only reason why that's been the case is because of how I evaluate my deals, y'all. All right? And so I'm going to lay out a couple of principles for you, and I'm not going to dive deep into form. We just don't got the kind of time for me to be giving you a whole synopsis on formulas and all of that. If you want to really see me dive deep into evaluating a deal, you can watch the YouTube video that I have on my YouTube channel. And most importantly, just join the challenge, get the workbook. It literally comes with all the calculations for you. You don't got to think, okay? I made it so that way you don't have to think. All you have to do is do. All you have to do is understand what you're actually doing and then go do. And then lean on me to help you do it. Take it to the finish line. Okay, so a couple of principles I want to share with you. When it comes to evaluating real estate properties, we don't want to just look at the numbers. The numbers are important, but we don't want to just look at the numbers. We want to look at it from an investor mindset. Now, this might be a little bit difficult for you if you're somebody who's just getting started in the industry, or if you're somebody who's been wholesaling this whole time and you've never done any investments. It might be a little bit, a little bit difficult at first, but I promise you, I'm going to make it simple, okay? The numbers are important, but what's more important are these other factors. The first factor that's most important is its location. This right here is actually something you solve from the beginning. When you're doing your prerequisites, when you are doing the setup process of your business, yes, there is a setup process. When you are doing your setup process of your business, you should check off this box before you even call one person, before you even drive for dollars, before you do any of that stuff where you're actually creating opportunities. You should have checked off this box, because when you do so in the prerequisite stage of starting your business, you guarantee that your location will always be spot on with the properties that you find 100% of the time. All right, 100% of the time. Okay, and that's doing your market research in the beginning, y'all. All right, we actually cover how to do this in the challenge. All right, I also cover how to do this in all of our courses, which can be found on the online store. It's our Deal Mastery Accelerator is absolutely amazing for this, right? Deal Mastery Accelerator is an absolute amazing course to go through. where I break this down to you, okay? And so it's very simple. You want to make sure that you do the prerequisite stage, and you want to identify what areas, wherever you choose to do business, whatever city and state that is, you want to identify what areas of this city and state have the most demand, okay? You want to find out, where are my clients buying? That's it, okay? And that's going to guarantee that your location is going to be spot on. The next thing, okay? So location is one. So I want to evaluate the location. What's going on around this piece of property? What's happening here? Is this property in an area that is in an uptrend? Is this property in an area that is in a downtrend? I need to know what's going on with the local real estate market. Real estate is local, y'all. What's happening in Iowa is not the same thing happening in Florida. What's happening in Florida is not the same thing that's happening in New York. Real estate is local. So if you only go by what you see on the news, you're missing all the cheese, baby. You're missing all the wins. Okay, real estate is local. You got to do your own homework on your own area. All right, so whatever area you choose to do business in, whether it's physical or virtual, you want to make sure that you have identified the right location. And that's something you do from the beginning, okay? Now, so location's one of them. The next thing, when you're evaluating a deal, is the exit strategy. I evaluate the exit strategy. I take a look to see, okay, what kind of exit strategies as an investor can I really use here? According to this deal, what types of exit strategies will work? And this will come with the numbers side of it, right? When you get your numbers down, you'll start to identify what kind of exit strategies that you can take, right? I like to make sure, before I buy any piece of property, I like to make sure when I'm analyzing a deal that I can do more than one exit strategy, because I don't ever want to be in a place where what I thought I could do doesn't happen, and then now I'm stuck with the property. I don't ever want that to happen. So because of that, I like to make sure that we got more than one exit strategy that is profitable and will work for the deal, in order for me to justify this deal being a secure deal to invest in. Okay? Because again, rule number one of investing, don't lose money. Rule number two is make sure that you do rule number one. And so with that, if I ensure that I got more than one way to get out, in the event that the main way, right, the main strategy I'm looking at to do doesn't work, I have another way to get out. I got another way that does work. I'm not stuck to just one thing, okay? Very important. And so those are the two things: location, types of exit strategies that work for this property, okay? I mean, we're diving deep. How much demand? I mean, that comes with location, right? What kind of property is it? What kind of property? That's another one. What kind of property is it? What can I actually do with this thing? What can I do? The first thing you should ask yourself as an investor when you are evaluating a piece of property is, what can I actually do with this thing? What can I do with it? Is it vacant land? Can I build on it? Can I develop something here? Is there a house there? Is it a tear down? Is it not a tear down? How many beds are in it? Is it two? What can I do with a 2-bedroom in this area of town? What can I do with a 3-bedroom in this area of town? Am I in a college town? Could I rent out the rooms? Is this an Airbnb strong area? Can I do Airbnb? Like, what can I actually do with this home? If this is a luxury home, what can I do with this? What can I do with a luxury home? Can I maybe I can do something creative with it because it's a luxury home. I don't know. I like to think outside the box, y'all. Right? I like to think way outside of the box. Okay? But what's most important is that you just ask the question. Ask yourself this question: what can I do with this piece of property? And because at the end of the day, let me tell you something. Even if you're just wholesaling and that's your model, I promise you that is exactly what your investors that you're going to sell your property to, that is exactly what they're thinking when they see your piece of property. They're thinking to themselves, what can I do with this property? What exit strategies will work? What's the street like? What kind of neighborhood is this? Is this a rough neighborhood? Is this a war zone? Is this a nice neighborhood? What kind of neighborhood is it? What can I do here? What kind of commerce is in the area? What can I expect out of this house, out of this piece of property? What can I build on it? Could I convert it from a single family to a duplex? Could I possibly subdivide the land if it's got enough land, right? And now build a whole nother house. What can I actually do with this thing? Okay? And so I just wanted to share this with you because I feel like it's important for us to really look at deals from an investment standpoint. I say this all of the time. Wholesaling is the training grounds for becoming a real estate investor. If you're wholesaling real estate right now, what you're really doing is you're in the gym getting your reps in. Because every time you evaluate a deal so you can close a wholesale fee, what you're really doing is evaluating deals so that one day when you're ready to do your first investment, you know exactly how to identify whether or not you should buy the property. You've been getting your reps in. Okay? And so with that, y'all, you got to know how to find and evaluate these properties. And I just share with you guys how to do it. Very simple. Very, very simple way. Very simple way. A couple of ways to evaluate properties too. If this is way over your head and you're like, you know what, Luke, I'm gonna leave all of that stuff to you, man. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that stuff to you. Okay, that just it's over my head. I ain't trying to calculate all this different stuff, do all this research, right? Calculate appreciation rates and all this different stuff. I'm not trying to do that, man. It's just over my head. I'd rather just wholesale and then, hopefully I partner with somebody like you when I want to invest. Let me tell you something. If you want to take the weight off of you, one of the things you can do is you can definitely take advantage of one of my services where you can book a investment consultation where I will sit down with you and we will actually go over whatever property you have under contract that you plan on investing in, and I will underwrite the deal. I will extract all the exit strategies, show you your options, and honestly give you my suggestion on whether or not I feel like this is a deal you should buy, or if this is a deal you should hold, or if this is a deal you should wholesale. I will let you know. Or if this is a deal that you honestly should let go of, I will let you know. I have a service for that, which you can find on our online store, okay? The other option is if you're like, Luke, that sounds all great, man, but look, man, I don't got any money, man. I don't got any money to be booking you or anything like that. I totally understand. Okay, I totally understand. Honestly, that service is only for people who have properties that they have under contract. If you don't have a property under contract and you're just doing a general evaluation of property, please do not book an investment consultation with me because you're not going to get the bang for your buck, all right? The purpose of the investment consultation is to make sure that versus you losing thousands of dollars on a bad investment deal, you just pay me a small little fee for me to sit down with you for an hour and make sure you're going to make a profit. That's it, okay? So it's to save you money and make you money, but on real opportunities, okay? So let's just say you're just evaluating a deal. You just want to get a good scope, but this is all this information is above you. Then what you can do is you can reach out to a realtor and you can ask them to get you some of the information I was sharing with you. You can ask them to get you some of the numbers in the area. Okay? You can ask them to do that. When we're evaluating real estate deals, y'all, a couple of other things I want to share with you is, number one, comps. You want to make sure that you're comparing the property apples to apples, oranges to oranges. So you want to make sure that you have a good sense of what the property is worth today. And that's done through comps. You want to make sure you got a good sense of what can the property rent for today. Okay? And you can use tools like Rental Meter. I use rentalmeter.com in order to identify the rents in the area. Okay? You can use tools like PropStream. You can go to getmlscomps.com to get PropStream. You can use that. I mean, there's so many tools that you can use to assist you with this. But if you want things to be simple, just ask a realtor. Partner with a realtor. Partner up with a realtor. Okay? And it makes your job a little bit more simpler. And so you now know how to find and evaluate potential real estate deals. If you want to dive deeper into this, if you want to get more information, if you want to get the ins and outs, the nitty-gritty, the nuances, the crevices of all of this, the full scope of it all, come to the challenge. Register right now. I just don't have the time to take you through this right now. But at the challenge, we will take our time and we'll go through the different types of real estate exit strategies, investing exit strategies, and how to evaluate deals from a numbers perspective so that you can identify what exit strategies will work for you and where your profit lies in the deal that you're looking at. And the best part about it is I give you the cheat sheet. I give you the workbook that comes with all of the calculations and the formulas that you need to be successful. I made your job easy, okay? And all you got to do is register. This is your last chance today. After tonight, the doors are closing, so make sure you register right away. Do not waste time, okay? Rush, make it happen, and I will see you at the challenge. I hope that this has been an amazing, 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 amazing show today, and I hope that you've gotten a lot of information from this show, okay, from this episode. I hope that this information has blessed you. May it carry you into real estate investing success. Until next time, when we cover our next myth, I think that was number 8. This was number 8, right? So the next one is going to be number 9, which is going to be, which we're going to dive more into the roles of a real estate agent, okay, or a broker when it comes to investing. So as a real estate investor, what roles do realtors actually play? What roles do brokers play in your business? We'll dive more into that next time on the next episode of School of Wholesaling. I'm Luke Madeus. I love you. And until next time, have a wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of your holidays. And I will see you very soon. Au revoir.